looking, I don't think I'll ever not be burnt out. I never used to be like this. I used to always want good grades like in high school. Most people have...
The Not So Lackadaisical Podcast.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the Not So Lackadaisical Podcast. If you guys are new here, I'm Nella. Okay, that was kind of cringy. Guys, I cannot be the only person to say this. I absolutely hate school. No, actually.
I was just kidding! Come on! You guys know I was just kidding, right?
The amount of times I have burned out is low-key crazy. Like, at this point, I don't even care if I'm getting straight A's anymore. As long as I pass the class, I pass. And I never used to be like this. I used to always want good grades. Like, if I had, like, let's say an 85 from a test, I'd be like, oh my gosh, like, what did I do wrong? Like, I need to study or whatever. But now that I have chemistry, I'm just like, you know what? As long as I pass. And what hurts the most is, like, we were taking a stoichiometry test, and I low-key was studying. I was confident. I was like, okay, stoichiometry, it's easy. Until I got the test. And to reference this, like, I was like absent like the last 2 days when we were learning more on stoichiometry. So I had like one extra day to study for the test, right? And so I studied for the test, and I was confident I could do it because like the mental analysis, I was studying that a lot. Like there were some things I was confused on still in stoichiometry, but I was confident I knew enough to like get an okay passing grade rate. And then the day of the test came, right? And I got my test paper, right? And I was confident until I looked at the questions. And immediately, my mind just, like, went blank. Like, everything I thought I knew just, like, disappeared, like, in an instant. I was just like, wait, how do you do this? And I was just staring at my test. And the thing is, like, before we got, like, our test and stuff, the teacher was like, guys, just do as much as you can. Because, like, not a lot of people have been finishing this. Like, people have been finding trouble on finishing this.
You're joking.
So, now take that in mind with me, like, just, you know, blanking out on the test. So I'm staring at my paper for, like, a good 5 minutes before I'm like, okay, let's try to do this. And I try solving the questions, right? And mysteriously, I got it all wrong. And I was just like, oh my gosh, you know what? Let me just start doing some stuff. It's fine if I don't get the correct answer, whatever. And I think I answered 3 questions, and like, I've already used up 15 minutes of the time. So I already knew I was screwed. So I continued solving things, and the time hit, you know, 30 minutes in, and I had only solved like 5 questions. And I did not even know if I solved them all correctly, right? Until like, we had 3 minutes left, and that is when my mind started actually working. I started remembering how to solve all the problems. So I was like speeding, and I managed to like solve 2 questions until I had 1 minute left. And then, you know, I just turned it in like that. Luckily, because it was the end of the week and we didn't have time to retest, it just got curved up to a 70. But low-key, like, that actually scared me so much. So like the next week I was like, I gotta lock in and stuff. But I just don't know. Like the second semester just stresses me out. At this point, I don't even care if I get a bad score. As long as I pass the class, I'm happy. Like, I don't know. High school has just turned me into that. Like, I never used to be like this. But, low-key, as long as I pass, which is such a bad thing to say. And I just hate it. I hate it for me, but, like, as long as I pass chemistry, I pass. My other classes, though, you know, I would like to keep my A's. You know, if that's possible, I'd like to keep all my A's, but in chemistry, as long as I'm passing, I'm passing. Okay, something else is, I hate
Vietnam.
Lily, honey, we don't hate.
I hate Vietnam.
group projects. Like, I work well in groups. Like, I can work in a group, right? But I just hate group projects because, like, it never seems to work out. Because, like, there's always one person who does not do their work. And there's just, like, a couple people who are, like, forced to do the majority of the work while the other people just do barely any of it and still get the credit. I just don't know why teachers still assign group projects. Like, I know they just want us to, like, to interact with each other, you know, work on stuff together. But it's, like, it's high school. Most people have, like, their own friend groups, their own cliques and stuff. Especially when teachers are choosing your groups for you. And a lot of people just like using each other to, you know, get work done and stuff. So it's like, it never really seemed to work, which I just hate a lot. I just hate that a lot. Yeah, I feel like, instead of forcing group work on people, we should have the options to pick, like, if you want to work in a group or not. I feel like that would just work more easily, right? This school year has burnt me out so much times to the point that I'm just like, you know what? I don't even care. It's gotten to the point that I started treating my homeworks and assignments like I'm basically at summer, which is so bad. Like, I don't know what is going on with me. Like, I thought freshman year sucked, but it just keeps on getting worse and worse and worse. So if your freshman year sucks, I feel bad for you, but it's just gonna go downhill from there, okay? Until senior year. Like, I hear people say, like, senior year is the hardest year, but I low-key feel like it's only hard because, like, all of the grades suck, especially junior year. Like, junior year is like hell year. Like, that's the worst year ever. And I feel like all the stresses just pile up to your senior year, and that's where you feel everything. And that's why senior year sucks. So when I'm trying to do my junior years, I'm trying to take, like, all of my classes and trying to take, like, classes I could take my senior year during my junior year. That way my senior year is, more peaceful, and I can have a chill senior year while suffering with senioritis, Because low-key, by the way it's looking, I don't think I'll ever not be burnt out in school. Like, I don't know why. Why does every single teacher just want to assign homework at the same week? Like, I don't know why. Okay, like, the last 6 weeks, like, in my school, like, the grading period, right? I don't know what happened, but all my teachers decided to give us homeworks, projects, all in the same week, all due the same day. And low-key, that was not manageable. Like, I didn't even get sleep the entire week. Like, I think I was sleeping like 3 to 4 hours a day, which was really bad for my mental health, blah, 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 and stuff like that. Like, it got to the point that I was, like, almost falling asleep in class, which I don't do that. I do not really do that. It's like, just try my best to pay attention in classes and stuff like that. And I wasn't sleeping a lot. Like, 3 to 4 hours, like, that was barely maintainable for me, which was really bad. Because, like, I was staying up till, like, 2 a.m., pulling all-nighters just to finish assignments. Like, I remember this one time, if I did not pull that all-nighter, I probably would not be passing that 6 weeks because of all the projects and assignments that were assigned in the same week. Like, I don't know why. Can't teachers just pick different days to assign work? Like, I don't know. Pick one day and stick to it. Stop assigning all the work at the last week and not giving us enough time to finish it. I don't know. Like, I don't know. That's just a hard take, okay? You guys can agree with me, and if you guys don't want to agree with me, you don't have to agree with me. It's my opinion, okay? It's my opinion. Something else that I have to talk about is, okay, we are all entitled to our opinions, okay? And I respect that, okay? We are all allowed to have opinions. But something that I cannot stand is when people clearly state it's their opinion and people are just trying to make them feel bad about it. Like, I get some opinions are like, I don't really see you in that, but it's like, it's an opinion. It's not an answer. It's an opinion, okay? You don't have to agree with me, but, like, just respect it's my opinion. I don't know. Yeah. I honestly do not even know. Guys, I don't even know what I'm doing here. I'm low-key just, like, yapping, I feel like talking things out is, like, a really good form of therapy. I don't know why. It's just, like, when you have a lot of ideas in your head, it's best to just, like, get it out. That way, like, you don't have to just keep thinking about it and stuff. I don't know, that's pretty weird, but whatever. And low-key, I'm just not sure. Like, why is school getting so stressful and stuff? Like, I feel like ever since 2020, things have just gotten downhill from there. Like, I feel like time has really just, like, fast forward, but we're all just trying to catch up and stuff, and it's like, I don't even know. I don't know why. I just hate school right now. Like, I'm suffering from sophomoritis. I can't say senioritis because I think that's a different type of pain. But I've been suffering from freshmanitis, sophomoritis, and 8th grade-itis. I don't know for how long, but school is just really getting to me. And I don't know why. Why are we getting so much homework? I hate homework. Like, I get, sometimes it's supposed to help. I just wish, like, instead of, like, assigning homeworks, like, teachers assign, like, extra credit homeworks. That way, if you do the extra credit homework, like, you get the credit. And if you don't do, like, the homework, it doesn't matter because it's just, like, extra credit. It's for you to study or something, right? Because I feel like if you just keep getting assigned homework, you don't really learn as much as you can because you're just feeling forced to do it. Plus, like, a bunch of students can just cheat and use AI. Like, yeah, that I feel like that's what happens when you just force like a bunch of homework on students. It just like burns them out more, makes them less interested to learn. I don't know why. Like, I get like assigning homework like maybe once a week or something, but if you're like assigning homework 3 times a week, I don't know. I have a teacher who loves assigning us homeworks like 3 times a week at least, especially on the weekends, especially on half days, especially on 3-day weekends. I don't know why. This teacher just loves assigning homework, and I'm just like, so you hate us? So you hate us? Like, the teacher is cool, like the teacher is fine and stuff, but it's like, so you hate us? Because why am I going to like a 3-day weekend? All my teachers understand it's a weekend. I'm supposed to have fun. I'm supposed to enjoy myself. But you decide it's the best opportunity for me to pursue my educational research and learn a lot of things over the weekend. It's a weekend. Why am I getting 2 pages of homework on a weekend? I don't know, guys. That was a lot. That was a lot. Sorry. I'm just like, I have 3 pages of homework. No, I have 3 homeworks. Not even pages. They're more than pages. And they're due tomorrow. And I already know I cannot finish it in time unless I pull an all-nighter. But I'm right here recording a podcast, which is so responsible of me. I don't know. I just needed a break, so I just came down here and I sat down and just started recording. Because, low-key, this is the only way I'm surviving. I don't know. I felt like I needed to talk about it or something, or else I would have just gone crazy. But low-key probably should get back on my homework. So something I want to clear up. In all fairness and honesty, I don't really hate school. I just hate how stressful and draining it can actually be, and how sometimes it feels like my grades do actually define me and do define what I can and cannot do. Like, that's the entire point of this video, you know? And I get sometimes when we get emotional, we say some things we don't actually mean. Like, I don't actually hate school. I just hate how stressful and draining it can be. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. See you guys next time. Bye.
The Not So Lackadaisical Podcast. We got the jokes and we got drama, so we got laughs.